Good day, Summers. This is Raabemaster and I'm bringing you another League of Legends Shoutcast for your viewing pleasure. I just woke up, so if I sound a little tired, that is why, but I'm going to bring you this game nonetheless. And don't forget, if you have come here with a bag of popcorn, your viewing experience is going to be double that as if you did not have it. So, if you guys want to go get some popcorn, I'll wait. We can admire Rengar mid-leap as he jumps onto the rumble. Such beauty and grace. And now, if you paused the video and went to get popcorn and just got back, welcome back to the show. And even if you didn't get popcorn, that's alright. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. And you'll see we're starting 3 minutes in. That's because Little Replay is still broken at the time of making this. So I'm getting games directly from the client. So let's go over the champion picks before I start this game. First off, on the blue team, we're going to have a Shen in the jungle. Riot Janook, that's right, a Rioter, is going to be playing Cassiopeia in the mid lane. And we are going to have a Rengar top lane, and in the bot lane will be a mix of Ezreal and Leona. For red team, bot lane is going to consist of support Blitzcrank and ADC Misfortune. There's going to be a Rumble in the top lane. Caston will be mid, and it's going to be jungle Jarvan the 4th. Jarvan the 4th is getting a new skin, Warring Kingdoms Jarvan the 4th. If you checked out my last news video, you know that. And the Cataclysm animation on that looks amazing. So very excited to see that skin come out. And I'm about to hit the unpause button, so prepare yourselves as Rumble leaps onto, Rengar leaps onto the Rumble. Oh, what if Rumble tried to leap onto the Rengar? That would just look ridiculous. But no, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of auto-attacking from the Misfortune. We've got a Blitzcrank versus Leona. That's not really so much of a win for either side, because if the Blitzcrank grabs Leona, that's not a great thing, because she's then closer so that she can more easily stun you. But of course, Leona not that tanky early on in the game, so if you get a good grab on her, that could easily turn into a kill. And looks like Shen counter jungling the Jarvan here. I think he smite stole. No, I don't. Did he get the red? I'm not exactly sure on that one. However, because they both have red buffs, so I want to assume he did not get the red buff from that exchange. However, he did come in for a nice counter jungle. But however, they're going to collapse onto him. Cassiopeia now in a very bad spot, along with Shen. Blitzcrank did come down to help with this. And it looks like Cassiopeia is going to be the focus of their fire. This is a good decision. Jarvan 4 EQing, getting the knockup. And this looks like a dead Cassiopeia if I ever saw one. Shen trying to pick up the Blitzcrank, but he's going to boogie on out of there as he realizes there are 3 people here and he doesn't want to have to fight that. Little minion that could try to take down Jarvan the 4th, but no, Jarvan's going to send his flag on top of the minion's face. So that was a kill picked up for red team. That's the second kill of the game. Good job by them. You've got to react when people are counter jungling you, and you've got to have really good map awareness if you're going to be counter jungling, especially if you know you're going to be dueling the other jungler, because it only takes a little bit of map awareness from the other lanes to collapse in on you. So you have to be very careful. And of course, if you're doing the collapsing, you've got to be careful for your opposing lane partner. That Cassiopeia was not prepared to be engaged in a 3v2 fight. They did not see the Blitzcrank coming, and that ultimately, I believe, lost them the fight. And looks like we're going to have a bit of harass. Rumble, very strong early game harass due to his Flame Spitter and Electro Harpoon. Even if he's zoned out, he can still get last hits with his Electro Harpoon, which is very good. And Rengar is going to eat and ignite. However, he's got health potion, so he will be regenerating off of that. Definitely not going to get killed to it. And here's Cassiopeia trying to do as much damage as possible to this Caston. But Caston, I think he turned on his blades and was doing a nice bit of damage as well. There's the silence. When you're playing Caston, it's pretty much you just want to farm, maybe get a little bit of harassing, maybe get a kill if your jungle comes to gank. But as Caston, your main point of the entire early part of the game is to reach level 6. Because once you hit level 6, you have kill options, and you have options to go to other lanes and gank. However, red team is looking like they're getting ganked by the Blitzcrank, and Ezreal dropping extremely low. He might be going down. He gets exhausted. Now Leona running away as well. However, the minion aggro getting to dissuade Misfortune from chasing any further. And very surprised no one died down there. Looks like Ezreal was going to bite it. However, the exhaust on Misfortune keeping him alive. And it's just going to go right back to the CS battle. And of course, when I love Caston, he's one of my guilty pleasures when it comes to AP mid laners. It's just like, when I'm like, oh, who do I want to play mid today? And I'm like feeling kind of like, I don't want to be a dick to the mid laner. I'll pick Caston because he can be extremely annoying to other ability-based champions in lane. And of course, he also has very nice burst. But that silence, man, is just so annoying. And I seem to have adjusted my screen. I think that's back to normal. Yeah, I don't know why they let you do that. I find it very annoying. But I think that's right. We're just gonna go with this. If it's not right, enjoy the new perspective on the game. You know, how bad could it be? And it looks like Leona wanted to initiate that. Would have been a lot of free damage. However, good thing they didn't, because here comes a Jarvan the fourth. He wants to get the EQ combo onto the Ezreal. He gets stunned. Nice stun from Leona. Instead, he's going to go for the Leona, dodging the knock-up with the flash. And Jarvan's going to get the slow onto the Ezreal. He might be dead either way. Misfortune flash forward. One more auto attack. She's not going to get it. He's going to be alright. Jarvan the fourth getting stunned under the tower. Good job by Leona. And Misfortune's going to run in to eat another tower shot. Barely in tower range. That tower shot followed her all the way almost back to the bushes. And she is going to die to that, giving Ezreal a kill. Big mistake by Misfortune. And I hope you guys are enjoying this high elo game. That's right, I was searching and spectating much. There are a few diamonds in here, and I think the rest are like platinums or something. But of course, that was season 2 rankings. They're probably all 2500 elo by now. That's a bit of an overestimation, perhaps, but I have full faith in them. And Riot Janook, you sir, I have great hopes and expectations for you, but you are against a Catherine, so if you win your lane, I'll be much impressed. And Rengar's going to go invisible. He's like, I don't really want to fight this Rumble, do I? The answer to that is no, so he's just going to go invisible and walk away. It's one of the most annoying things with fighting a Rengar. He can just go invisible and get away from you. It's kind of like a Shaco or a Twitch, that kind of level of annoyance. Stealth damage can be such a pain to deal with. They're so hard to balance, and they're such a pain to have to deal with. That's why they have so much trouble balancing Evelynn, balancing Rengar, balancing Kha'Zix. It's their stealth also, because Kha'Zix has really good AD burst, but partially because of the invisibility. It's such a hard game mechanic to balance, and so are assassins in general. So don't hate Riot too hard if you think something's overpowered or not. It's a very delicate thing to balance. But that Casson now has hit level 6. In fact, he's level 7. Excited to watch him maybe go ganking soon. Of course, Cassiopeia also good ganker herself, and she's going to eat a little bit of burst from this Casson. Casson's passive also extremely strong when dealing with opponent mid laners, taking 15% reduced magic damage and converting it into attack speed. That's very good when you have your Netherblade active. I think it's Netherblade. Netherblade, it is. I was right, guys. Are you proud of me? I'm proud. And we're going to have a recall here from Jarvan the fourth. He's going to recall, and then Shen's going to step into the jungle. If he had been like waiting, he could have maybe dropped a flag over and smite stolen it. He had the opportunity, but he did not do it. He's like, I don't really want to get caught here between Cassiopeia and the Shen. Probably for the best, although Cassie could have come in and helped. But here, Ezreal's going to get pulled over the wall, knocked up, but he's just going to flash right back over. Ezreal, a very safe AD carry because of his long distance farming and easy to use flash on a low cooldown when you compare it to flash itself. And it's like Rengar's getting pushed to the tower. Of course, Rumble a very good pusher, and I need to stop clicking my right mouse button because that's not only annoying, it's aggravating. And we're gonna have the Leona stun come out. It's gonna not connect for the stun, but it's gonna connect for the slow. Now, however, Ezreal and Leona in a terrible spot. They're going to get ganked. Leona getting caught in the ultimate. Here comes Shen, however, he did Shen shield to the Ezreal. He's gonna try to pick up the kill on the Misfortune. And it looks like they're not going to get anything from this fight. Instead, they're just going to get out of there as fast as they can. Here comes Jarvan forward. Flash EQ. Will be able to pick up the Shen. That is the question. Blitzcrank wants to get the knockup. There's the stun from the Leona, stopping Blitzcrank from grabbing. Not that he actually had enough mana. He only has about 90 mana right now, and it's 110 mana for a rocket grab. So there would have been no grab in the first place anyways. Throat's a little dry, but that'll be okay. And right now we have Cassiopeia eating some more harass in the mid lane. Let's take a look at the itemization while we have a lull in the action. I lied, we don't have a lull in the action. We have a Cassiopeia being like, I got ward coverage, bro. I saw you. No, wait, that's not her ward coverage. That's red team's wards. So that was a very good reaction time by her. Dodging the EQ with a flash. And there's the equalizer. Rumble wants to fight this. At least he wants to push the lane. It does take out all the caster minions. So it's going to push the lane for sure. And Jarvan taking his red buff because manly men like Jarvan want red buffs so they can gank with their manly weapons even more. And let's take a look at the itemization for now. We have Casson and Shen dueling it. Although I don't think anything's going to come of that. We do have a Wriggles being built on Shen. Interesting, you don't see Wriggles on Shen a lot, mainly because he's more of a tank, not much of a bruiser. And we are also going to see a couple of swords on Rengar. Hasn't even gotten boots yet, going straight for the Brutalizer, going straight for the armor pens. Most likely going straight for armor pen. Could be building those to something else, of course, but Brutalizer would be the most lucrative option, I believe, and most likely outcome. Leona wanted to get in there with the Zenith Blade, just a little out of range. Ezreal right now and Misfortune just building their standard AD carry items for the early game, trying to get some damage under their belt. And Of course, there's Cassin's Roa and Crystalline Flask. He's gonna find a Leona in the bush. He's gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing here, baby? Don't you want some silence to the face?" And Leona's like, "Nope, I'm just gonna flash out of here and not get grabbed." Good job on her. And Blitzcrank trying to counter ward. Oh, yep, now we got it. Had to go back, get the last hit. Stopped his animation a little too early, but don't worry, he's got it. And we are gonna have a jump onto Leona, and the sun as well coming out very low right now. Misfortune almost dead. Ezra wants to kill, but oh, he's gonna get grabbed by Blitzcrank. Nice job by the support, keeping his carry safe. And however, the Misfortune ult's going to whiff, so that is going to be one dead Misfortune, one dead Ezra, and one dead Misfortune. Leona trying to run out of here for her dear life. However, I don't think she's gonna make it. The ignite is on. The Rift Walk from Cassin going to secure a kill. Nice job on his part. And Jarvan the fourth getting ganked under his own mid tower. He was trying just to keep the lane safe and unpushed while his mid laner was away, but he ended up getting ganked. It's very important as a jungler, if your mid laner leaves, if your top laner dies, if things like that happen, just go to that lane, pick up some solo farm and EXP. It's more than the jungle can offer you, and that's for sure. So it never hurts to pick up that extra money while you can. Of course, with the new jungle money changes, I don't know how exactly how beneficial it is, but I'm pretty sure it's still beneficial. And we are going to have Rengar eating a lot of damage here as Rumble tries to fight him. Rumble, very good early game. He has a lot of damage, a lot of consistent damage, a lot of burst damage, and his equalizer is just so painful to stand in. And we are going to have Rumble continuing to push lane with his Flame Spitter. He knows that he can push better than the Rengar right now, because if Rengar runs up to use his Battle Roar, it's going to give Rumble a big opportunity to do a lot of damage to him. And looks like here comes Rengar trying to do as much damage as he can. He's going to use his Battle Roar. He's going to use his other abilities. Here comes the Shen ultimate. They're going to maybe chase this Rumble. I doubt it, though. Yep, he's just going to get away. Going to be A-OK and fly away with his shield. Right now, we have Ezreal and Leona doing some battling right here. Here comes the battle of the supports up here. Maybe Cassin wanting to get in on this. There's a blue ward. Ah, Blitzcrank, you are counter warding once more. Oh, Leona, you're jumping into the river, but you don't know what's in there. You don't have ward coverage. You are going to die for your troubles. And that was a big mistake, jumping into the unknown like that. They did not know where the enemy mid laner was. Blue team should have known. Riot Janook on Cassiopeia. He's pushing all the way to the tower. Look at him push at the tower. They know Cass's not mid lane. They know he's probably not top lane because there's some nice ward coverage here. But what they don't know is where could he be bot lane. There's no wards here right now. None. Jumping in like that from Leona was a very bad mistake. Do not jump in to like unknown locations like that unless you know where their other laners are or their jungler is. That was a big mistake. Right now, Rengar getting chased through the entire forest of blue team. There's a silence from Cassin. He's going to go down for sure. Kill for Cassin. Good jobs. Saga, Bluey Shield. That's what I'm going to call you, Bluey Shield. Although that's probably terribly wrong. Bisu Shield. Bu Shield. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just going to call you Cassin because that's what I'm calling everyone else. Except for maybe Riot Janook. I might call you Riot Janook. Hope you don't mind, my good man. But here we go. Back into the game. Less about names, more about gameplay. And right now, we're just going to have the Rumble and Jarvan saying hi to each other in the jungle. Ezreal picking up his Golem farm. And of course, that's going to let him push tower. I think that might have been a bad decision to pick up the Golem farm when he could have just been picking up lane creeps. They're going to try to initiate, but they're going to do a lot of damage. Nice grab onto that. Ezreal. He's going to Arcane Shift out, but it isn't going to be enough. The answer to that is maybe yes. It is going to be barely enough. Nope. Flash ult from Cassin plus silence. Going to pick up the kill. There's a lot of tower aggro being eaten by both bot lane members of red team, but Cassin able to jump in here with his crazy gap closers. I mean, flash, rift walk, and then the range on silence makes Cassin such a long range threat, despite being a melee hero. And here he's going for the fight on Cassiopeia. He's trying to juke out the altar for Cassiopeia. He does! Impressive play from the Cassin. Wow. Completely outplaying Riot Janook right there. You could see him moving around the Cassiopeia, trying to juke it out. He was trying so hard, and he did. That was very impressive to watch. Because you've always got to be careful. You don't want to be looking at the Cassiopeia because you just know she's going to try ultimate. He was trying to juke through the bushes, use line of sight to his advantage. Very impressive play. And of course, he did have help from his friends. That did, of course, help him win that fight. But that's what I like to see here. So it is going to be advantage red team right now, 3-10. This is looking very good for them. And of course, oh, he's gonna find a Shen at his race. Shen, you might be in a very bad situation right now. He looks like he's gonna want to go for the taunt over the Baron wall. He's gonna eat a slow from Cassin. There's the Q as well. He's dropping extremely low. When is his taunt coming off? It's off right now. He just got the energy to use it. And he pops his shield. Cass and Q gonna pick it up. He just saunters off, being like, that's gonna kill him. Oh, now he's gonna eat Rengar damage to the face. He's gonna get the slow on him. Will he be able to pick up the kill on Cass? Nope, Cass is gonna barely have enough mana to rift walk over the wall. Only has 46 mana right now. Rengar now in a bad spot. He's gonna try to do as much damage as possible until getting out of there. Cassiopeia, however, out for blood, flashing out of the Cataclysm immediately, picking up the kill on the Rumble. Now she's like, maybe I have a taste for Jarvan the Fourth Blood. Do you, Riot Janook? Do you have a taste for Jarvan the Fourth Blood? Yes, you do, but however, oh, nice EQ under the tower. Good play from Jarvan the Fourth, coming out in the mid lane, in the bot lane. We have a lot of damage going down. Misfortune ult, gonna clear the creep wave and do some damage. That was a nice EQ combo from Jarvan the Fourth, catching the Rengar just in tower aggro, forcing him to take an extra shot. Of course, Hex Drinker not going to save you from tower shots, so that was just enough damage to pick up the kill. Well played by Jarvan the Fourth, well played indeed. And that, my friends, is my favorite Blitzcrank skin. Unless I had definitely not Blitzcrank skin, then I would totally just play Blitzcrank every single game. And wouldn't that just be the best? Don't you think everybody would appreciate me playing Blitzcrank every single game? I think everyone would appreciate that. So, right now, we are just having the jungling going on. Riot Janook has picked up his blue buff. Desperately needed, if you ask me, as he is very low on mana. Has not upgraded his chalice. Doesn't even have a chalice yet. He doesn't have a chalice. I assumed he did, but he doesn't. He has not been doing well this game. 1-3-1, only 74 CS. Behind CS and Cassin, not something you see a lot Cassiopeia players. This Cassin player just playing extremely well, getting another kill bot lane. And rift walking over at the perfect time to pick up Lake Hill. That's going to be major points for him. And here comes Rengar. He wants the initiation from stealth. He's going to get it. He's not even leaping. He's stealth right now just before initiating. Riot Janook, you're in a bad spot. Here comes the Shen ultimate and nice Cassiopeia ultimate getting the stun. Will they be able to get the taunt? The answer to that doesn't look promising. Oh, there's the slow incoming taunt, if you ask me. And will he get the taunt? Will he land the taunt? He does. Under tower, taking aggro from the Rengar because he's a lot more take it right now than the Rengar is. And it looks like Rengar not going for Brutalizer, in fact going for Hex Drinker Phage. Interesting pick. And Riot Janook already lost her tier 1 tower, might be losing her tier 2, his tier 2 tower right now. And Cassin just pushing these waves. And it looks like they are going to lose the tier 2 tower mid. That's going to bring turret count 4-1 right now in favor of red team. That's 2 tier 2 towers for red team that they have taken. Very good for them. That's a lot of gold from objectives right there. Towers give your team how much global gold? I've never bothered to add it up. Let me do a little mental math right here for you guys. They give your team a bonus 750 gold globally. So 4 times 750 is math, which I'm not going to do right now. I think it's like 3,000. Yeah, I think it's 3,000. Yeah, it is 3,000. I'm pretty sure. That wasn't very hard to do mentally. So 3,000 gold. That's a lot of money from objectives right there that they wouldn't have if they had just been taking kills. So we are going to have Cassin picking up his blue buff. Cassin very blue buff reliant because as you're stacking that Rift Walk, the cost gets insane and you want to be spamming your spells as much as possible to get around the map. And of course, cooldown reduction extremely good on Cassin because he's very much reliant on his cooldowns. He's going to find a Rengar and a Leona. This looks like a dead Cassin if you ask me. He's going to get stun locked. Even if you're as mobile as Cassin, you can't get out of stun locks. And Misfortune almost getting killed there. Pops her cleanse and her flash. There's the Blitzcrank flash. Right now, it's a bit of a 5v2 though. Misfortune is going to get initiated on by Leona. Blitzcrank walking back in this one. I think you should just run for your life. However, Blitzcrank's sacrifice is going to let his AD carry get away. But for how long is the question? Is she going to get dove under the tower? Almost certainly. And she's going to get the slow from Cassiopeia. It was not a stun, it was a slow. Cassiopeia is a lot less forgiving than Medusas in Dota 2 because in Dota 2, if you're playing Medusa and you ult behind someone, it does literally nothing. So at least in Dota 2, you get the slowdown, so it's a little bit more forgiving in this. You still get the slow and damage in Dota 2, which is very nice. I mean, in League of Legends. In Dota 2, you get nothing. And right now, it looks like we are going to lose another tower. Red team pushing extremely well. Are they losing team fights in bot lane? Are they getting their towers pushing bot lane? It's okay. We're just going to go top lane and take 2 turrets. Very good play from red team. Taking the objectives they needed to. Even when they're losing on one side of the map, they're taking 2 objectives for 1 on the top side of the map. And it looks like Rengar's in a very bad spot here. Will Cassin survive? He will not. The duel from Rengar. He's going to go. Did he just juke the Jarvan the Fourth? I don't know what just happened. But the equalizer, not. Wow, that was impressive shooting. Impressive shooting, Tex. From the. I actually want to watch that one again. I don't know what happened to this Jarvan the Fourth. He didn't go invisible, I don't think. doesn't have his ultimate up, so I don't know what happened during the fourth, but wow, blind shot from Rumble. That was very good, predicting where the Rengar would try to juke to, landing the ultimate, picking up the money, because he wasn't invisible. If the Rengar had been invisible, he probably would have just walked right back into his own jungle. However, oh no, Jarvan, don't disconnect. This is such a good game, so promising. I've had so much fun casting it, and you're just going to disconnect and walk away. You know what? Whether he comes back or not, I'm just going to keep casting this game for you guys because it's exciting. I mean, there's been great play. We've seen good casting play. Jarvan the Fourth was having some nice plays as well. So that's why I'm kind of sad that he disconnected. I don't think this is a rage quit. I mean, they're ahead. Unless they've been, like, completely insulting each other and flaming each other the entire game, which I don't know why. They've been having good plays all around. Even if I was a little mad that that Caston would have been chaosing me. I mean, he's 8-2-2. He's been taking all the kills. I wouldn't care. I mean, Caston snowballs very well. He just starts doing a ton of damage. Has nice cooldown reduction if you buy some good items on him. Lots of AP means he's got ridiculous burst. Right now, Rod of Ages, Death Cap, some Spell Pen, and he is looking very nice. Directed camera, having a fond view of Rengar. I think that's just the classic Rengar skin. Looks like it. And, of course, I think this is a Harbinger Caston skin. My favorite is personally Pre-Void. I own that one because I think it looks cool to see Caston as a human. And I kind of like the brown textures. The red textures of Harbinger and a little bit more detail to his suit are very nice. I do like the color scheme in Harbinger a lot. However, I'm going to have to give my money to Riot and get Pre-Void. I already did. Because I just like the concept of human Cassidon. And of course I think the brown color suits him very well. And of course you got the Rumble skin. Rumble only has like 2 skins. Trundle only has 2 skins. And they all suck. So if Riot, if you're watching this, we need a new Trundle skin. That's all I'm going to petition for. Or Battlecast Skarner. We will take either, Riot. The community wants one or the other. But you haven't given us either. Of course, Annie visual remake will sate our pleasures for a little while because Annie now looks more cute and adorable than ever. And since I can wear Annie with a bear suit, dropping bears with backpacks and dresses on my enemies, I am more than satisfied. Misfortune having a little trouble with this red buff. She's going to pick it up A-okay. She does have those boots of hit things and go faster. That's the enchantment on them. What is her normal boots? She has Berserkers with the enchantment of hit things and go faster. So that's my favorite boots for a new Urgot 2. Urgot Season 3, I played it. It's tons of fun. Muramana, Black Cleaver, Last Whisper, Bloodthirster. Get yourself some tank. Get yourself a nice tank item to go with those. Maybe the OP Warmogs. And you are set to go do tons of damage and tank their entire team. Of course, you can pass up the Black Cleaver if you feel like it. Black Cleaver, though, you know, it's got the cooldown reduction. So you don't really want to. But, of course, we're going to have a little bit of pushing coming out here. And just look at them trying to counter push. It is a 5v4 still. So, blue team definitely has a chance to win this one. Red team, you can still win a 4v5. They are ahead. They do have a lot more towers. They just need to win some teams. They need to catch off a couple members of blue team. And from catching them out of position, they need to turn that into winning team fights and good pushes. I mean, it's not over for red team by any means just because they lost a team member. They just need to have better play than blue team. A lot better play. And blue team needs to get careless and have a couple members walk out of position. And that's was almost initiation onto Rumble. I think that wouldn't have been the best initiation anyways. But because, of course, Ezreal was out of position, their AD carry was not there to do the damages. And at this stage of the game, you want your AD carry in the team fights for sure, because they do have some good damage items right now. Looks like Ezreal picking up the Iceborne Gauntlet. His Frozen Fist is extremely strong on him. And looks like Caston's picking up another blue buff. Of course, Caston, whenever he picks up blue buff, he gets 20% happier. Looks like you guys are double happy if you have popcorn right now. If you finished all your popcorn, you're like me, and you don't have any snacks, it's okay. There's always time after the game to pick up snacks. And it looks like we're going to have a dragon for a red team there. Picking up the objective nicely. They forgot to walk over and last hit the dragon. They're like, Smite will pick that one up. And they're like, oh, our jungler DC'd. I guess we don't have Smite. Oh, Misfortune getting initiated on the end of the tower. She's going to eat Leona ultimate and stun. She's going to flash right out of that one. Turn around, start getting nice damage down. Looks like Shen's going to take a lot of damage. Forced to flash out of there. Caston's going to leap over the wall, get the kill. Rumble also picking up the Leona. And here comes Rumble. He's flashing forward. He's like, I want blood. However, the cleanse from Ezreal going to get him out of that one nicely. Rengar jumping onto the AD carry. Will he be able to burst her down? The answer to that is no. He gets exhausted. However, the Ignite does pick up the kill on the Misfortune. Misfortune. Blitzcrank going to fall to the Cassiopeia. Here comes Caston. However, Riot Janook, you're in a bad spot. No, Caston, you're in a bad spot. Who is in a bad spot? One more flash from Caston. Could pick up a double kill. Oh, it does. Nice flash E, picking up a double kill. That's the power of Caston. Reposition in an instant. You've got AoE. You've got a huge single target nuke. And suddenly, boom, you're on top of the world with the damage. And that was a nice team fight win from Red Team, killing everyone in that team fight. They're just going to recall, however, as most of Blue Team is back up. It's not that point in the game where the cooldown timers are very long, so even winning team fights right now is not going to give them a huge advantage to push. However, we got the Sunfire Cape coming out for Shen. That's the preferred Shen pushing item for Season 3. There used to be a toss-up between that and Ionic Spark in Season 2. However, now that we have the Static Shiv, color me surprised the day I see a Shen pick up a Static Shiv. I'm sure it's going to happen like the next Shen game I watch, but I will be very surprised the day that happens. I mean, Shen with crit, attack speed, thunder, and I think it gives you movement speed too, yes. It sounds deadly to me. I don't know why not do it. It obviously doesn't give you any tanky stats though, which is the unfortunate thing, because when you're Shen, you want to be tanky. Because when you build health, you get damage. Isn't it beautiful? It's just like when you're playing Nautilus. When you build health, get damage. Have victory. And we are just going to see Red Team push the lanes. They need to find one person out. They need to find a bad initiation. Mainly because Red Team lost their initiation with Jarvan. Jarvan, one of the longest range initiators in the game. If you flash, EQ, and then ult, you can initiate from a crazy distance away. So that's what they lost when they lost Jarvan. All their initiation powers. Sure, they have Blitzcrank pull. They have Rumble ultimate, but Rumble ultimate's better like follow-up initiation. When they're stuck in the Jarvan ultimate is a perfect time to land your equalizer. It's like Jarvan's like, here you go. Here's a target for your equalizer. I made a circle in the ground for you to aim at. See, it's like foolproof. However, Red Team looking to come up behind Blue Team. There's the equalizer. Here comes Caston. Nice stun by Riot Janook or Cassiopeia. That was a big stun. And looks like the first one to die will be Caston. No, he's going to wander out of that one. Rumble right on top of the Cassiopeia. She's going to go down. However, now Rumble getting 3v1. He's going to die next. Misfortune does end up getting killed. Now Blitzcrank and Caston running for their lives. That was a nice counter initiation from Cassiopeia. Big stun, really gave him the chance to react to that. He did end up dying for his trouble, but that was just what Blue Team needed right there to win that fight. Oh, the Shen taunt from Shen almost connecting, not quite. However, oh, there's the pull from Blitzcrank. I don't know if the pull was really gonna do much, but it certainly was an option. Pretty much the only initiation that Red Team has left is going to be a good Blitzcrank pull, so that's really what they're gonna have to rely on right now. Of course, Blue Team has wonderful initiation in the form of Leona. She can either ult from a range or Zenith Blade in and get her stun off first and then ult. It's really all up to preference. And then they also have good follow-up initiation with the Cassiopeia ultimate, with the Shen taunt. So things are looking good for Blue Team right now because they've got all the initiation. It's going to rely on Red Team either catching someone out of position. Excuse me, I had to yawn right there. I just woke up, so still trying to get all my muscles in working order. So it's either going to be a Blitzcrank grab or finding someone out of position, or of course the Blitzcrank grab forcing someone into being out of position by ruining their positioning. And we're going to have Riot Janook picking up his blue buff right there. And of course Leona trying to do some counter warding down here. I believe she did get a ward with her wonderful pink ward right in front of Baron. And there's another ward. Rumble's like, nope, I'm going to keep an eye on this, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this Baron. And I'm going to trigger it so it attacks our enemies. That's something you can do. Remember, Baron always aggroes who's closest to it. It does not automatically aggro whoever hit it. And Rumble's like, poke Baron again, maybe? Maybe? Nope, doesn't look like it. And we are going to have Caston. I'm going to go back to the directed camera because right now it's a little weird. Blitzcrank's down here trying to stop the push from Shen. Of course, this makes it a 3v5 if Shen ults in. And it looks like Baron is going to be started to take him from Blue Team. I don't know if this is the right idea. The Shen, of course, he does have his ultimate up, so he can be here at any time. Nice Misfortune ultimate doing some damage. Here comes Caston initiating. Oh, he's going to eat a stun from Leona. Die extremely fast. The stun from Cassiopeia picking up the kill onto Rumble. And now Misfortune and Blitzcrank are just going to have to run away as fast as possible. And it looks like they are going to get taken down. At least yep, there is a death from Blitzcrank. Misfortune looks like she is going to survive. This isn't looking good for Red Team, unfortunately. And it looks like that is going to be a team fight loss for red team. Not surprising, it is 3v4, but that initiation on the Baron was very strange. Casson kind of tried to initiate in there, then ended up getting counter initiated on by Leona. He did not have a way to juke the stun out. So unfortunately for him, I think he might have had his taunt up. That might have been a good way to get out of the Leona stun. Just not his taunt, his flash up. But this is going to be an inhibitor loss for red team right here. They're going to try valiantly to defend it. They might be able to. There's the Ezreal ultimate. Can they pick up a few kills? Rumble's going to get the first kill on Ezreal. Here comes Casson bursting down Leona extremely fast. Shen looking like he's going to go down to the Rumble. He does. That's a double kill for Rumble. And now the Rengar is the last one alive. He does have his ultimate up, so he will be able to escape any situation. Blitzcrank trying for the blind grab, but he's not going to get anything. And Rengar's going to come back. He wants to kill someone. Ooh, he might meet up with the Misfortune. That looks like what's going to happen. And no, Misfortune's going to be like, I'll auto-attack you. And then she's like, oh, this Rengar does a ton of damage and it's extremely tanky. Someone help me. Don't worry, Caston. Your friendly neighborhood Caston is here to help. And that was a nice turnaround for red team, getting almost an ace. Riot Janook, however, staying alive. I'm not going to sing, guys. I'm sorry I even attempted to. Blitzcrank trying for a grab again. He's not getting the best grabs in the world right now. He's had a couple good ones, but if I'd have to say who's been having the good play, Riot Janook. Though she did get juked early game, that was Casson has big plays. I'm going to have to give, even if Casson's team loses, I'm going to give Casson MVP. But I'm going to have to say, Riot Janook, you did have a couple really nice stuns there. They were very good, turning some what might have been losing team fights for your team. And of course, we've been seeing some good initiations from Leona as well. Right now, Casson, they're just going to try to push back their lanes right now. Red team really just needs to keep their lanes in equilibrium. Right now, they need to get an ace. That's the only way they can win this game, is either getting an ace or at least winning a team fight by 3 team members. I mean, if they can go 3 kills to 0, that's going to put them at a good 4-2 advantage, as long as Jarvan keeps being AFK. So, Leona getting grabbing the tankiest person on blue team might have not been the best decision, for they are going to get initiated on by the Rengar to start doing a lot of damage. There's the equalizer. I didn't really hit anyone, though. That might have been a bad placement. However, now Rengar in a bad spot. Oh, the slows from Ezreal, though, very good. And look at, you see the Leandra's Torment burning onto the Rengar. He does get the Shen ultimate on him. The Shen barely teleports in, and no, he does not teleport in time. That was the Leona actually coming in to do the tanking. There's the Cassiopeia ult, stunning the AD carry. Looks like she is going to get taken down by Riot Janook, focusing the AD carry. However, he is going to get himself killed doing that. Almost an ace. Shen was not able to teleport in time. His ultimate came a little late, not able to save Rengar, not able to even teleport in and get the taunt off. Sorry, I need to clear my throat for a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like this could be an inhibitor, though, for red team. It is 2-1, unfortunately for them. That's not the best of odds they wanted. However, they are going to do some damage to Shen underneath the turret. Casson, you're still taking aggro right now. You don't want to be taking aggro. I was just getting out of there. He is going to pick up the kill. Tower going to do a lot of damage to him, however, and he's going to barely survive out of that one. He's going to continue focusing the Nexus. I don't even think they can stay here, though. They need to get out. Oh, Rengar, invisible home guard. Oh, so many words. I couldn't fit them all into one sentence. And the Leona is going to pick up the kill on Casson. I think, guys, this might be the end of the end. The beginning of the end for red team. Rengar going to die probably to the next Q from Rengar. There's the next Q from Rengar picking up the kill. I think this might be the beginning of the end for red team. They just lost 2 team members. Almost all of blue team is back up. Right now it's effectively a 2v4. And I don't know. That Rengar in stealth with boots. What are his boots? I actually haven't bothered to check what his boots are. I think they're just normal tier 2 boots, however. They are. But he's got home guard and he was invisible and his movement speed was ridiculous. I mean, he got there to defend so fast. I've seen so many home guard boots. It just looks ridiculous when you're running that fast, if you ask me. And looks like here we got an attack. They're going to take this inhibitor. Misfortune can't get close enough, or she's going to get initiated on so hard. So they're going to take that and just disengage. They're pinging Baron. Looks like they want to do it. And considering it's a 4v5, they definitely can. I mean, red team's going to need to stop this with an ace, and they can't lose more than 2 members of their team doing it. And after that, they might be able to push for an inhibitor, or maybe even a win, but it's going to be tricky. And Baron's going to drop extremely fast. I don't think they're going to make it in time to negotiate it. Cass is going to jump in, trying with his best to get the Baron. He's going to get stun locked. He's going to rift lock over, barely surviving. But however, here comes Rengar following. He's gonna kill the Kasim. He's gonna get Shen ult. That's gonna keep him alive. And it's wow, nice Shen ult. That's a big shield. Gonna keep the Rengar alive and allow him to pick up a nice couple kills for their team. One last member of Red Team remaining. It looks like he's gonna get Leona'd. He have Zenith Blade. He jukes out the Zenith Blade, but he's not gonna be able to juke out the Shen taunt. There's the Shen taunt. Rengar's gonna pick up the final kill, and that is an ace. Of course, it doesn't say it because Jarvan is still alive, AFK, but still alive. And that's going to be another turret for blue team. If you ask me, this is the end of the game, guys. It's been a fun game to watch. Good plays by Casson. Although his team lost, Riot Janook, you had nice stuns, good counter initiations of your own. Ezreal had some decent ultimates. Nothing big coming out from really anyone else. I did like the Jarvan foreplay before he disconnected. And of course, Shen, your ultimates could come a little earlier, but at the end, you rectified that, keeping your Rengar alive and helping him destroy Red Team. And look at that Castle with Home Guard. He doesn't actually look funny when he's going fast because he kind of just floats around. But we're going to have Misfortune, a last-ditch effort, clear the creep wave, save the Nexus. But Nexus is falling extremely fast, and there it is. Last hit, Rengar barely living. And that's going to be the end of the game, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Raabemaster Shoutcast. Not a procast, but however, featuring a Rioter, Riot Janook. I enjoyed your game, my good man. And I thank you all for watching. This has been Raabemaster. You guys all